All right, guys, so here I'm at my window. Let's go ahead and attempt inventory problem number 2. So here I'm on my home page. So what does the question ask us to do?
Create new inventory items.
Okay, so how do I create a new inventory item?
We're going at the list.
Item list, good. So list at the top of the menu bar. Item list, okay. Where else can I go?
Vendors.
Vendors. Inventory activities, new item, good. And where's the last way I can enter in an item?
Icon bar.
Icon bar. No, there's no real place on the icon bar.
Oh, it is. Yeah.
What about
I forgot to.
on the very right,
What do you call this page?
the company.
Yeah, what home page, good. So items and services on the home page. All right, here I am. Okay, so I'm going to go down to the bottom and create a new item. So, what kind of item am I creating?
Inventory part.
We're doing an inventory part. Inventory part. Okay? And what am I creating?
Frame. 8 times 11 black.
8 times 11 black, you said?
Yes.
Okay, there you go. All right, obviously it's not a sub item, right? Okay. So description, I'm assuming, is picture. Okay. So what details do I need to link this item to? Or what accounts do I need to link these items to?
COGS, COGS.
Okay. It's already set for me.
Sit there. Cost, the price. Cost is $9.99, and the price would be sale price is $17.99.
Okay. Any preferred vendors under my list here for cost?
Blank.
It's blank. Okay. So then what about the income account? What account am I going to associate this with? Sales, correct. Okay. Last but not least is the bottom section. So this is going to definitely be an inventory asset, obviously. It's an inventory part. So how much am I going to remind myself to make a purchase of new inventory? 25. And do I have any balances before that? None. Okay, so good. Now I'm done with all this. I can create my item. There it is. Okay, what is next?
We have one more.
We have to create one more. Okay.
Order.
Okay. Wait, what?
So we have a new frame, 8 times 11.
Okay.
gray.
Okay.
So I guess we have to make a new one, right?
Yes. So we're going to have to create another inventory part for the frame for gray. Perfect. Okay. So same thing is going to apply. So again, what's the second way you can enter in a new item? Besides going down here.
And
Say it again.
Vendor,
Vendor on the menu bar and enter new item. Okay.
home page.
Okay. So I'm already on my items and service list. How do I create a brand new item besides going down to
Right.
items? Right click. Good job. Okay, right click new. All right, so it's another inventory part. And this time it's going to be frame 8 by 11 gray. Is it AY or EY? I think it's AY.
A,
Okay, same thing here. Picture frame 8 by 11 gray. I keep spelling AY. Gray. Same thing here. Is it going to cost me a different amount?
yeah.
How much?
Well, the cost is $8.49, and the sale price is $15.99.
Okay, so it's a little cheaper, $15.99. So here, no cost of goods sold already selected. This one, I need to put sales. Okay. Of course, it's another inventory asset item, and same thing here. I believe I need to I need 25 for it to give me a reminder saying I need to buy some more inventory. So save, and here it is. So I have one black and one gray. Okay. So what is next?
Purchase order.
Okay.
2019-1.
Okay.
We're going home page, right?
All right. So you want to go, okay, so let me go ahead and close this out. Tell me all the ways that you can go ahead and place a purchase order. See-
Vendors purchase order.
So you go vendors. Where is vendors? Vendors on the list, on the menu bar.
Home page first.
Menu bar.
Okay. Menu bar, home page, create purchase order. Good. That's one way.
Icon bar.
Icon bar goes, where does the icon bar take you?
Vendors.
To the vendor center. Good. We'll talk about that in a second. I think you did say the first thing that you wanted to do was the one on the home page, so that's the second one. So if I go into my vendors center, all right, whichever way you get there, how do I enter in a purchase order?
New
Check a supply.
New transaction.
New transaction, purchase order, that's one way.
Manage transaction.
Manage transaction, make sure you select the person first and then you could go to manage transaction. Purchase orders. Okay, and yes. Like I think I heard Lynette said, you click a supply, right click them, and you'd be able to create a purchase order through that way. Yes, and I think, if I'm not mistaken, if you go to the bill tracker, I think you might be able to create a purchase order through here if you go to manage transaction. Let's see. Yes, you can create a purchase order that way. Since I'm already here, I'm already going to just go ahead and do that.
It's too many ways and it is so confused.
I know.
But once you get one down,
That will be part of the test.
that will be part of the navigation portion, yes. So like I said, once you figure out one, it's pretty much like anything that's dealing with the vendor, all the transactions are going to be similar ways. Okay?
The same screen when you click when you select any of those.
But if it's a customer, obviously it's going to be geared towards the customer center. and it'd be, instead of bill tracker, it'd be income tracker. Okay, so once you've memorized one way, all the ways like going on for every other transaction are pretty much the same. So this one says I need to do this for a supply. Okay, Walnut Creek is the location, and I believe we need to change this PO number to 2019 1. I think so. The date for this is going to be
4/6/19.
keep going. April 6, 2019. Okay. And what items and quantities am I going to be purchasing? So I believe the first one is the 5x7.
50 of that.
We're going to want 50 of them. Okay. Then we have the 8.
By 11, 50 of that.
Which one? Black or gray?
Gray.
Gray. Okay. And then lastly, I think you have to also purchase the black one as well.
Black, 100.
Black is going to be 100. Okay. So again, because I set the dates, set the pricing points in each item, again, you can adjust them in case for any reason that the person is going to tell you that these prices are no longer these values anymore. You can change them at any given time. You can override whatever you have pasted in there. Okay? You can always override. So again, for example, that coffee, when we did Coffee Cafe, every time we made purchases of coffee, it would change by a couple cents. So this is how you can make that adjustment here. Okay? There will never be a set amount all the time. Okay? All right, once I've done that, what else do I need to fill out? Does that look good? Okay. I think I'm just going to write here. Purchase 50, what is it? 58 by, 5x7. 50 gray, 8 by 11 gray, and 100 8 by 11 black frames. Okay, there you go. Save and close. I'm going to go ahead and exit out of this so I can see my home page and what comes next. Oops, I closed my home page. What comes next? Page.
Different actions. So on A, create an item receipt for 25 frame 5x7 on April 10,
Okay.
50 frame 8 by 11 gray, and 25 frame 8 by 11 black from a supply with a purchase order 2019-1.
Okay. So now it's saying here we are creating item receipts. And for A, it says that you are going to, on the 10th, 13th, 17th, and 20th, we're going to be receiving the items. Wait, why are there so many? Okay, so let's go ahead and break down one at a time. I believe we have some time for that. So let's go ahead and do it. So A says we're going to, on April 10, we're going to create an item receipt for 25 5x things and 50 of the other gray and 25 of our black frames. So with that being said, How do you create an item receipt?
Homepage.
Vendors.
Okay, vendor.
Instructions,
Okay, so
menu bar.
menu bar, vendors, receive items. But what kind of receive items are we going to be receiving? Are we receiving them with a bill or without a bill?
Without a bill.
Without a bill. Good, correct. So there's one here. Where else?
Page vendors.
Homepage vendors.
New transaction.
Okay, so you meant the vendor center. Okay.
Yeah, vendor center, sorry. Yeah.
No worries. New transaction.
Yeah, receive items and then bill or receive items. Depends what you need, right?
Okay, so in this case, we're not entering a bill. So we're going to be just only receiving items.
Items.
Okay? What else can we do?
I'm not sure with the managed transaction.
Yes, minute transactions. Yes, you can receive the items without the bill. It's just going to be
Right.
item receipt.
Right click and receive items.
Yes,
and
right. Receive items. Okay, good. Okay, so that's pretty much all of the ways. So I'm going to go ahead. I'm already at a supply. Wait, now I am. A supply, and I'm going to receive items. Okay, no bill. So here's my item receipt for a supply. Once I validate that it is a supply, I'm going to go ahead and click this. It says you actually have an open purchase order. Yes. Now click on it. So this one, click on it and click OK. So now it pops up everything. First, I'm going to change the date because now it's April 10. Okay. Reference number is going to be PO
2019-1.
-1. Okay. And let's see what we have here. We received only 25 of the 5x7. Okay. We received 50 of the gray.
Yeah, 50 gray.
And 25 of the black. So that means the next shipment that we get should either have the remaining of the 5x7 and the remaining of the black. Okay. Once we've done that, save and close. Okay. So now if you're looking at a supply and you're looking at all their transactions, you're going to see that we have a purchase order and now we have an item receipt. Okay. So what does the next one say? B. What does B say?
Create an item receipt for the remaining items.
Okay. So if I go to manage transactions and I go ahead and do an item receipt, all right, same thing, same vendor. Once I hit that tab button, it's going to say you have an open purchase order. You're going to click that, and then you're going to click this, okay, and you're going to click OK. So make sure it's check marked, okay, and what's going to happen is it's going to pull out all the remaining items that you are supposed to be receiving, okay. Date is going to be, I believe it's 3 days later, the 13th. And purchase order, what's the reference number?
It's the same, 2019-1.
Okay, so here we're receiving the remaining amount, right? No other amounts after that. We're receiving 25 and 75 of the black frames. Yes?
The packing slip number, is there it indicate here, the product didn't come, the product came without a bill, but the packing slip number.
What's the packing?
7662.
Is that something that we're supposed to put in the reference number? You could put that as...
I was was gonna put slash, or is there a memo? Within? No.
No memo. General rule of thumb, you either do the reference number as your purchase order, so then your purchase order matches up with each other. You can place in here the packaging slip if you don't have a purchase order. Okay? So it depends on how your company wants you to keep track of it. In this case, rule of thumb should definitely be matching it against your purchase order. Okay? Is it for the remaining amounts?
Yeah.
Okay. Save and close. Okay. Okay, that's what I figured. We have the same exact number. That's why I was kind of like thinking, So what do you want to do? You want to keep the number or you want to change it? It's in your book. It says to keep it as PO 2019-1, right?
Create an items from A's against PO.
We will change number, right?
Would change, so we have to refer with the packing slip itself.
You can.
What's the possibility of putting A and B? So the first one that we entered a while ago would be 1A, and then this one would be B. How possible that?
Yes, whatever makes sense to you, whatever your company wants to tell you to do. This one is a good example. Good. Okay, save. There we go. There it is.
You're still referring to the same purchase order number.
So I'm going to go ahead and fix this one since you want to put A and B. So you can do whatever you want to make it so then it saves the changes. So here I have purchase order part A and then I have purchase order part B. Okay. What is next? What happened in C?
Create invoice. It is C, right? We're doing C. Create invoice.
Hold on.
April 17, 2018.
I'm sorry. Go ahead. C says to create an invoice for 2019. Okay, 106 to Ortega Services for 15 frames 5x7 item list. All right. So, how do you create an invoice?
Too many ways.
I know.
Customer, homepage, customers, create invoice.
Yes,
Customer.
homepage. Good. Menu bar on the customers. Yes, customers on the menu bar. All right. Enter in, create an invoice. Good.
New transaction.
New transactions on the customer center. Yes. So I'm going to go into my customer center. You have new transactions.
Manage transaction.
Manage transactions.
Right click.
Right click on a person. Good.
So icon bar to customer.
Icon bar, you can either go to customer center through there or you can go to the income tracker that way as well. If you go to income tracker, you should be able to create an invoice. So I'm already here, create the invoice. And I'm doing this to Ortega. Here they are, Ortega Services. There it's to Walnut Creek class. Okay, and the date is the 20th? 17. April 17. Okay. That's the same. Okay. What did he buy from us? 15.
5x7 frame.
5x7 frames. Okay. What else did he buy from us?
That's it.
Okay, so here you go. If you pull this all the way to the top, you could do thank you for your business because this is a customer. Thank you for your business. Okay. Okay, good. What is the tax that they're being charged at Costa Costa? Contra Costa?
Here, but that's
Usually, when you attach a class to them, it auto, or if we've created this vendor in there for you, it should automatically have a sales tax. Okay. Save and close. Okay. And what is next?
receive a bill for item receipt 3883 from A Supply.
Okay, so here for items receipts 3883, which we didn't place in there, for the additional $7.50 delivery charge was added to the bill. Use the expense tab. Okay, so here this is a little complex. So now we're receiving a bill against our inventory. So because we're making a payment or we're creating a bill using the items we've received. So in this case, on the 20th, we are wait. Okay. 734. All right. So, how do we receive a bill against our inventory? How do you receive a bill against inventory?
We're going to vendors menu bar.
Menu bar.
Enter bills.
Okay, so that one, no, unfortunately, you shouldn't do that, especially for when we receive the items. You definitely don't want to do that. You definitely want to make an association to the purchase orders that you have done. So there is enter bills for received items, yes. Okay, same thing here. It is enter bills against inventory here. So I'm gonna go ahead and click that here. We don't have to go through everything. Okay, so here is going to be looking up the vendor information. So A Supply. Okay, again, you can only do this. You can only attach one at a time. You can't attach all of them. Okay, so that's a downside here. Okay, I'm gonna click OK. Now they say they charged us an additional fee for this. Now this one says that we have to do this against the invoice 338. Now I didn't do the invoice 3338 or the purchase order for 338. So I don't have a clue.
1A. That's a 1A.
1A? Okay. For the $700. Okay. So here it says I need to create an expense account because they actually charged us a delivery fee. So in this case, I'm going to go ahead and make an account and say I was charged a delivery and postage and delivery expense for how much? $7?
750.
$7.50. Okay. So now that I have this, my reference is this. So I'm going to actually, what's my bill going to be? It should be a different one.
734.50 in here. Oh, you're referring to the bill number?
Uh-huh.
3883.
Okay. Same date. It's for $728, plus my expense right there. And save and close. Yes, I made changes. Yes. Okay. Oh, I'm sorry. Shoot. I forgot to change the date. It is the 20th. All right, save and close. Yes. What does it say here? The transaction is not in balance.
So you have to put in Walnut Creek class.
Oh, yes, that's right. Walnut Creek class. And it's for how much? It didn't calculate the total for me. How much was the total amount?
734.50.
Okay, so I don't know why I didn't pick that up. If I had both an expense and an item, it didn't.
Change.
Yeah, it didn't.
Change.
It,
It
it,
was
it
650 instead.
What was the amount again?
It's based on the book. It's 734.50, but on the expense right now, there at the bottom, it
It
says
just changed.
650.
Yeah. Okay, well that's fine.
So probably it did not put the complete amount, the amount due because of the difference of the price of the cost on expenses.
No, yeah, because they have to match. That's why you had to. That's why it was supposed to link it and change this, but it didn't. So I had to change it manually, and now it linked it, and now it's making the amount match.
But otherwise, should it be the just like what you input a while ago,
Yeah, it
750,
should be 750, and this is supposed to change. Yeah, it's supposed to change this.
3550? Yeah. Okay.
Well, I'm just gonna keep it 34.50. So save and close. Yes. Beep of approval. So what is next? Now that we entered a bill in for that section for the items, do we need to do another one? Receive bill for item receipt 3883. Okay, hold on. We just did that one. Receive bill for item receipt 7662 from a supply for the total bill amount for the $800. So we have to do the same thing for the.
One will be the P1B that we input.
Mhm. So enter a bill against our stuff. A supply right here. Okay, so here you go. My item receipt converts into a bill for $800. Now I have 803. So I have no idea. Is it 803 or 800? It says 800. Okay. I have no idea why I'm getting all these discrepancies, but is there a shipping for this or no?
None.
None. So it's supposed to be for 800, but I have 803. I'm not quite sure why, but that is okay. And we received this also on the 20th. Okay, and the bill number is going to be, what does it say? 7662. Okay. Everything looks good. I don't know why I have that little discrepancy, but it's okay. We can figure that out later. Save and close. It might be the unit price, yes. Okay. Save and close. And now if I go to my vendor center, okay, and I click A supplies, now all my my item receipts have become bills. Okay. And on April 30th, enter in an inventory adjustment for the broken frames, 5x7 items. Okay, So use the inventory valuation account for Walnut Creek to record this adjustment. So I think this is the last thing that we can do that we have time for. Okay, so let's go ahead and do F. How do you adjust your inventory?
So menu bar vendors, inventory activities, sorry.
Mm-hmm.
And I've got quantity.
Good. Adjust. Where's the other way that you could do it? There's only two ways you can do it.
I tried one.
So that's one way. I'll give you a hint. Try looking on your home page.
Top right corner.
Enter bills against
No. What was that? Tap right where?
Top right corner says inventory activities.
Yep. If you click this, it gives you the option to either adjust the inventory. So good. So that's the only two ways that you can do it, just because I don't have an inventory center. So I can't do that. But if you guys do have your inventory center, you'd be able to adjust the inventory that way as well. Okay, so are we changing the quantity or are we changing the value? We're changing the quantity.
change the quantity.
Okay, what date am I placing here?
30 April.
April 30, okay. And the item I am fixing is going to be the 5x7 frame. Okay, and so right now I should have a quantity of 57. How many broke and what is going to be my new amount? One only broke, so 56 is my new quantity. So there you go, I have one that is broken. All right, this one, you can do a reference number. I'm just going to keep it at 1. Okay. Save and close. Okay. So there we made an adjustment to the inventory after receiving it. Okay. So now the next one, okay, are just reports. So again, you guys would be able to do this on your own. It is easy. Just go to the reports or the report center, follow how the inventories is, and you'd be able to print and create these reports. So I am not going to do question number 4, and yay, that was good. Okay, so again, inventory is probably one of the most important chapters you can go to. So again, if you'd like to, when you have your own time, go ahead and do problem number 1 on your own time. But that was inventory problem number 2. Any questions in regards to anything that we did today?